Hello and welcome to the Sports Inter YouTube channel. We've had a little bit of a break. I've been moving house. Carl's been putting his fucking Christmas decorations up for 2 weeks. But we're back. We're in the mix, and it's been an absolute cracking weekend of football, Carl.
So I see from the results I've seen, not watched a great deal. It's like you say, I've been a bit busy, but
Well,
I've seen
let's
I've seen a
start with
little bit.
today. Let's start with today. So we'll go in order from when they kicked off. So the 2 o'clock, there were two o'clocks. There were your mob, which could have been a tricky away game for you guys today.
I'm not going to lie. I'm very. I'm not a person that we're going to win. We're going to win type of people. I'm very straight down line. I can see if it's going to be a tough game. I can see if we're up against it. And I thought we were going to be up against it today, even though we're coming to a bit of form. I did think I'd be happy with a draw at the end of this. As much as obviously you want to win, but
Yeah,
I
yeah, of
thought
course.
um, away at Forest, who were on good form, I'd have taken a draw, but blew them out of water in second half for
Well,
sure.
mate, to be fair, I was doing bits of housework and I had it on it background, and you basically Nottingham Forest them. You played counter attack against Forest, which is what they've done to a
They
lot
do.
of teams this season. And literally Newcastle just thought, do you know what? We're going to do to you what you've been doing to everyone else, and it absolutely worked to dream. Bit of a shaky first half, but second half they just knocked them out of the park, really.
Well, I didn't see it first half. I saw it second, and that was that was
Well,
the half to watch. So
exactly,
I were
mate,
happy. I
exactly.
were happy at the end of it. I were happy. So
Yeah, good.
we're 1 point off third. It's
Isak
very tight all of a sudden.
Isak Isak makes a massive difference to you lot, doesn't he?
He's next level. He is next level. He could play in any team. I'm not. He could play for City. He could play in any Premiership team.
Yeah, I think
He's
you keep him fit and he's a game changer.
he's scored. I think it's is it fourth or fifth game in a row he's scored.
Is that what it is?
Um, yeah, he's just cool. He's I don't like to put like, but he reminds me of Henry. Never well his ball. He's always cool on ball.
It's
Side foots into
well,
goal.
his finish like just instinctive, but just literally calm as you like, middle of pillar area, just fucking like Iceman, just side footed it in corner.
Crowded to everything. A lot of people are just lash at that and thrash, and he's just
Yeah, bang.
lovely. I like
There,
that.
there you go. Moving on then. So the other 2 o'clock was Manu. I hadn't seen the game, so I don't think it was on TV. 3-0, good result. Rude signed off at Old Trafford. I think there's more of a story to this for me, and obviously you'll have your say on this, but does this show that the players was obviously not playing for Ten Hag?
I think it does, but this is not the first time this has happened. This
Oh
happened with
no.
Ollie. This happened when Tanag came in. They always have that bounce, but Man U even more so. Now, this for me doesn't warrant Rude to stay on, even though I know they've appointed Amarim. If down the line this group of players would have stopped playing for Rude, I think, and I think the same again with Amarim comes in, they'll play for him a month or two, and then the deadbeat, the wasters, the wrong uns will come to fruition again.
Do you know?
Um,
Do you know why I think it's one of the biggest culprits, and I'd probably get a lot of hate for this, but I think it's Rashford. Me, I think
yeah,
he's
I
a
agree.
he's a he's a big culprit for some of the toxicity maybe in that changing room.
I agree. I think he's got to go.
Mm.
He's got to go. He's as much as I rate him as a player, he
Yeah, me
needs a
too.
fresh start as much. I think he needs a fresh start as much as Man U need to move on from him. I think it'd be good for both parties.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, I think is that three games unbeaten? Is it 3 or 4 games unbeaten?
And
Us,
scored goals as well because they were struggling to score goals and they banged a few in. I think the in 3 or 4 games I think the 12, 10, 12, 14 goals. They've done a fair bit.
still sat 13th in table though. We'll finish with Manu on that.
We're happy with that. Happy with
we
that. Keep on them.
we are. Yeah, into the later afternoon kickoffs then. Tottenham Hotspur. I mean, if ever there's a Spursy result, it's honestly unbelievable. Like fucking, how can you lose at home
2
to?
nil down, 2 nil down at home to Ipswich, who would not even got. They've not even won, I don't think, have they?
I don't think they have, mate. No, I think they're not going to win this season.
So yeah, it's bad that.
3 points lane. That's what they used to call White Hart Lane, wasn't it?
Oh, 3 points down the lane.
No, exactly, mate, exactly. Yeah, bad result for them. I literally, funnily enough, I've just been to drop someone off to someone, and I had TalkSpot on. I was only in the car for like 20 minutes, and
Jimmy O'Hara on. Tell me you were on.
no, you were actually Majid Pardew.
Oh yeah.
And Majid's a Tottenham fan, and he did like a jingle saying how it was really good to be fair. He's like, how can you go from battering Villa one week to then losing to Ipswich next week? And I think there was another one as well where I think who else did they lose to quite recently?
In Europe. Or in Europe.
No, it wouldn't league. Anyway, but it just goes to show, doesn't it? Like
They are up and down. They are so
if ever you could
inconsistent.
if ever you could kind of, it's like what is Spursy? It's literally Tottenham's performances right now.
Just watch them, and that is Spursy. It's weird, and yet they're proper. Like I said, they can blow anybody away. They can literally blow anybody away. They've got the personnel, to do that. But there's just something about them. And
Do you think
Ange
they
needs to.
have though?
I think they do, yeah. But they're just not consistent, and Ange is that stubborn that he just won't change his tactics.
No,
It's one way and one way only, and it just doesn't always work. And it's easy to be found out.
it was Palace. Palace lost to away, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, and I don't think Palace had won a game up to then as well.
They're doing everyone a favour, aren't they?
That was literally like the story behind the jingle. Like, if you want to win, just play Spurs.
It's
Brilliant.
mad.
Well, I
But
think he'll come under some pressure soon. I reckon from some fans.
I think he already is. I think he already is.
Because
But where are they? Where are they? 11 for 12 or something down there, aren't they? They can stay down.
Tottenham a
They
10.
can stay down. They can stay down there for me.
Well, I think it's going to be. I think it's one of them seasons where I don't think you're
Liverpool have
going
been on a bit already.
to give of. We'll come on to the Mighty Reds in a bit. We'll finish on them. I think it's one of them seasons where I don't think you're going to see like your 97 points are going to take the league.
No, I agree. I think a lot of the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th positions have caught up on the 4th and 3rd position.
Yeah.
And it's congested everything a little bit. You've still got what we thought was going to be a top 3 seems to be a top 2, even though City have lost 4 in a row. Obviously, in all competitions. But it's as though like now, instead of them running away, they've dropped a little bit, and these have gained a bit, so it's congested it. Hence, if you look at the table right now, like I said, I think we're 8th, and we're only a point off 3rd.
Yeah, you are 8th on 18 points, and then you've got Brighton in 6th, Forest in 5th, Arsenal 4th, Chelsea 3rd, all on 19. Fulham,
So, I mean,
Fulham are up there on 18
Fulham
points.
Decent.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people, like I said, that they've breached the gap, that
Bridge the
they've
gap.
closed
Yeah.
the gap.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Speaking
It's
of
going to be an interesting season.
it is. I agree. Speaking of the gap, Arsenal obviously there was big. Say favourites. There was up there, weren't there?
They were my
Well,
favourites. I tipped them to win it.
Yeah, on everyone's lips for the title. I watched actually the Arsenal Chelsea game. It was an all right game. There was some good spells in it, but a bit scrappy to be fair. Point not good enough for Arsenal. Do you think?
No, I don't think so. Well, it's not good for either of them. I tipped Chelsea as well to be in top 4. I think they're still well on course for that.
And mate,
I think-
honestly, unbelievable shout that to be fair, because I wouldn't have had Chelsea nowhere near.
I think they could even get 3rd at this rate.
Yeah, Chelsea, they're good, decent team to be fair. They've got some.
They have. He's done well as Maresca so far. He seems to have managed these mountain of players pretty well. We're not hearing any rumbles of player unrest and upset. And
it makes you wonder as well, doesn't it? Because me and my dad were having this conversation yesterday about Raheem Sterling. Obviously, he left Chelsea under a bit of a cloud. Obviously, I think he's still contracted to Chelsea, but he's on loan at Arsenal. But you can't even get a game. Like literally can't even get a game from him. And I know he couldn't play today, but he's just not being used at all. And you just got to wonder, was it the right call maybe to try and move him on? Because quite clearly, Arteta's not seen out about him, is it? To give him a shout.
I think when he were dropped for England, that's when it went downhill for him. To be fair, I don't think he's been the same player for a couple of seasons.
Well, I said to my dad yesterday when we were walking back from ground, I says, he's won everything, hasn't he? You know, he's probably been averaging since, God, 20-year-old, I bet he's been averaging 150 grand a week. I think he's 29, 30 now. So you've got the guy's like what, a multi-millionaire. You got to question, is he still hungry for it? Does he still want it? I don't know. I'm just thinking, but it just seems odd how he can't even get a sniff for Arsenal. Do you think 7 points, title done for Arsenal already?
It's 10 points, are they? They're 10 points behind Liverpool, aren't they?
No, 7. Sorry, tell a lie.
9.
9, that's it, yeah. Okay,
9, because they got that draw today.
I'm literally looking at table and I can't do maths.
I don't think they can get the title now, no.
I said to my dad yesterday, I said, if Arsenal lose today against Chelsea, I said that I think that's their title over. I think I won't write them out just yet, but I think it's a big gap in it.
Yeah, I think so. But if you look at City, I had a stat. Don't quote me on numbers, but the last 3 seasons they've been around the same sort of points at this time of year for the last 3 or 4 seasons. And it's January when they kick on and they go on a mad run of just being unstoppable.
They just go on like 13, 14, 15 game win streaks, don't they?
Yeah. They were, I think one at seasons, they were 5th at this time last in one at seasons, and they still won it. So you could say if Arsenal went on one of them runs, then yeah, they could be in it. I don't see them going on one of them runs. There's no evidence to show that they're capable of doing that.
Well,
and whereas City, I think, are the only challengers for Liverpool.
Let's speak about City then, because I wouldn't even say it was a shock result yesterday. I think Brighton are consistently now a decent team and
decent.
I watched.
They're shouting for Europe. They'll be shouting for Europe this year.
I caught the second half and they played really well. And when I got back and watched Match It Day, like the first half, there was literally polar opposites. And the manager's making me eat my words, to be fair, because I had him first. Didn't have to be sacked.
Yes, he's not going nowhere anytime soon. Brighton pull him out of the bag. I don't know where to get him from, but pull him out of the bag. But I tipped City to win that game because I just thought if City don't lose 4 in a row, then I think it's the first time Pep's ever lost 4 in a row.
What did you make of his comments after the game?
Not heard him.
So he basically went on the lines of saying he kind of bigged City up and said, yeah, we've won 6 out of the last 7 Premier League titles. Maybe it's someone else's turn to win one this year.
I quite like that comment. Quite like it. It's a bit sour, but
very, very kind of Mourinho comment, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I thought,
in other words, you're going to give everyone else a chance.
But I thought it was actually quite good as well, because you could interpret it as, well, all right, we're not doing as well. Over to you guys. See what you can do, sort of thing. And kind of like put the pressure back on like your Liverpools, your Arsenals, and say, well, look, we're slipping up, so take advantage while you can.
Come and take it off us. Take it off us.
Exactly. And then let's move on to the Mighty Reds. The slot machine continues to roll.
They're a force, aren't they, at the minute? Especially, everywhere they go. I think they only lost 1 to Forest, is that right?
Yeah.
They've won every other game.
We drew to Arsenal.
For me, I don't see where who's stopping them at the minute. They just look... Although Darwin still pisses me off. Took his goal... his touch... For his goal, he took his touch way too wide round keeper. Made a meal of it, but finished well in the end. The next one he went through, it went a polar opposite... Sorry, it were exactly the same counter attack. What the fuck were he doing, smashing that over
He
the
was
bar?
going through, and I just knew straight. Oh, look at my he's gonna miss this. He's gonna miss this. Like, fucking hell.
But everybody knows that because that's just what he does. And if he knew how to finish, he'd be absolutely freaking lethal. Him.
Honestly, if you could give him an
He's
inch
such touch.
Of Salah's composure, because like Salah were racing through one goal. He's got two Liverpool for the second goal. He's got two Liverpool players square. He's got a defender in middle. He's coming in on keeper, and he just slows everything down. And he's like looking about, I'm almost having a cup of tea and that, and then just literally just dinks it over Martinez. And I'm just like, if you could give Nunes just the slightest little bit of that composure, he would be frightening.
He would. He'd be a mega, mega, mega player. 'Cause he's got everything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, Villa are struggling at the minute. They're struggling.
Well, Champions League, innit? It's tough. Obviously, you guys will know firsthand about that.
Yeah.
Playing big competition takes it out of you.
I'm thinking at the minute Gabby's words are coming back to eat him a little bit because he's been all Billy Big Bollocks on here about being top at Champions League and this and other, and what's happening now, mate? You're drifting in league and you haven't won it Champions League for about 2 or 3 games.
He's a fucking pudding. He's Gabby Agbonlahor, honestly.
It's funny though.
He don't get me wrong, yeah, he does make me laugh, like, but he's a pudding when it comes to Villa. Still bangs on about fucking Grealish not getting in Euros squad. I'm like, mate, it's fucking months ago. Let it go, mate. Let it go.
Can't even get in Man City scheme. I know he's injured at the minute, but he can't get in Man City team. So why is he going to get in freaking England team?
No, fair enough. And then yeah, let's just round up the rest of Saturday's game. So Brentford never in a dull game. It seems this season won 3-2.
Weren't they losing? Were they losing as well?
Yeah, they were losing. Yeah, and I heard a stat that if Brentford would have conceded a third but still won yesterday, they'd have been the only team in Premier League history to, I think, win 3 games by conceding 3 goals. So basically, they've conceded
Right.
3, but they've still won the game. But
Right.
they're a good team to watch at the moment.
Yeah, they're decent. I really like their manager. If anything were to happen to Eddie Howe, I think for me, I'd be screaming for Thomas Frank.
Yeah,
He's a proper manager. I like him.
I do. I think
I
he comes across well in all the media. I
Yeah.
think he don't give you dull, boring interviews. He gives you a little. He don't give you loads, but he gives you a little bit. He's got a bit of personality, and he says it how it is. If his team's not
He's
playing
honest.
well, yeah, which I was just about to say, if his team's not playing well, he'll just say, "Look, we weren't good today. Yeah, we got the result, but I'm not happy with stuff."
Yeah, I agree. And they're refreshing to watch at Brentford. They're if you don't support them, they're a very neutral club. Unless the rival, I don't think you can ever have an issue with Brentford. They're just refreshing.
Yeah, they've not really got any players that you can hate either, have they? Like
No,
sometimes every club's got a player that you fucking hate, but if he played for you, you'd love him.
yeah,
They don't have any of them players. They're all just like
no.
sound.
Yeah, issues. They're just pleasant club.
Yeah. Club that is struggling though. Palace, Fulham, 2-0. Flying high at the moment. Fulham doing all right.
Doing well, doing well. That I think they're above the station a little bit at Fulham, but so far, ride that wave.
Yeah, definitely. Big win for Wolves. Gary O'Neill needed that, didn't he?
He were gone if not.
I think I agree, mate. Yeah, I think Russell Martin will still stay there for maybe another, probably get till Christmas maybe. But I think, yeah, I agree. I think if Wolves had lost that, I think they would have probably pulled, especially with international window coming up. There's always
Yeah,
a little bit more pressure. I say pressure, more reasoning for clubs to get rid of the managers when international breaks are coming in. And then we'll finish off with our mates, the Hammers.
struggling.
Yeah, they are struggling. They are struggling.
That's our next game, West Ham at home after international break.
Is it really?
Yeah, I'm not jinxing it, but we're on some pretty good form at the minute at home. But they're struggling a minute at West Ham, and as are Everton, obviously. And I think a draw was a pretty fitting result for them, to be fair, because they're both at the minute dull.
You know what? I'm sure I had an interview with Sean Dyche yesterday saying that I'm sure like 4 or 5 unbeaten, but they're still bloody down there at league, aren't they?
Draws don't help when you're down there.
Just have a look now. The 16th. 16th. They're only 3 points above drop zone.
Yeah, well, it's not helped when you get people like Ipswich and Southampton. Did they win last week?
Yeah, I think Southampton did, didn't they?
You know, Ipswich winning. You know, Wolves winning. Palace won last week or week before, were it?
It was Spurs, wasn't it? Yeah.
So they're not. You know, so it's not helping Everton, but they're going to be in another dogfight.
Oh, Everton.
Yeah,
I think they've got the right man.
Fine.
Yeah, yeah, I do. I think. Well, to be honest, I think West Ham will depend on what they do with him. I think he'll go soon. I think if the form carries on, I think he's gone.
What, Lopetegui?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got to go. Garbage. We said it before I even appointed him. Garbage.
Yeah, well, I think we did a West Ham video a few months back, and some of West Ham fans dropped in comments saying that they didn't even really want him anyway.
Can I just say as well, with us not having a pod, we've not done anything on Ten Hag. My prediction has come true again that he'd be gone before Christmas.
Would it first manager to go?
I'm not sure. I think he probably is he?
Can't remember.
Well, my prediction was definitely he wouldn't see Christmas. It's a shame because I really liked him at Man U. he were doing a great job there. So I wish he'd have stayed as much as he infuriated me.
Mate, I think everyone who was a rival club to Man U wished he would stay because he was taking that club down, wasn't he? Not as in like getting relegated, but I mean he was taking them down into some dark places.
He was. I don't think it's just a rival club. I think it's anybody that doesn't support Man U really wanted him to stay.
Yeah.
Guy was delusional, but it were brilliant to watch.
It'd be interesting to see if he gets another job anywhere anytime soon.
He's got to Germany, I think.
Yeah, I can't see him getting invited on to Monday Night Football anytime soon.
Oh, if he does.
No. Can you imagine Neville Carragher fucking having a field day with him?
Oh, Christ, I'd run rings around him, but he'd just blag his way out of it with some delusional comments.
2 trophies.
Useless.
Yeah, right. We'll end on that note. Right. Good chat, mate. Good chat. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you do, smash that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Catch you later.